Miles and Denise found out they were expecting their first child right before he was set to ship off to Beirut for a peacekeeping mission in May of 1983.
I planned on him being there with me for my firstborn child to see born, and suddenly I realized I was all by myself.
The ones who are really the sacrifice, doing the sacrificing, are the families that are left behind. They're the ones that have the courage to let their spouses go and fight these battles.
But Denise understood that's the duty of a military wife, and so he went 3,000 miles away.
Was complaining about how I couldn't be with my wife when she gave birth to our first child. And he said, well, have you talked to her? And I said, no, how can I do that? And he takes me into the room of another Marine who had tapped into the Lebanese phone system. It took about 3 hours for the call to go through. Hospital answered. Well, my mother came to the phone and said, son, Denise can't come to the phone right now. She's giving birth. So I called back, hung up and called back about 3 hours later, and she had given birth and was indeed holding our firstborn child.
And it was very emotional. We both cried, and I tried to explain to him how beautiful she was and how I could see his face in her eyes.
But they had yet to meet until Miles got a short leave to go to Athens, Greece to meet his newborn daughter.
When we did get to see him for the first time, he spoke and her eyes just kind of lit up.
That little girl was me. I was one of the lucky ones. I got to meet my father before October 23, 1983, a day that some say was the beginning of the war against terrorism. A suicide bomber drove 20,000 pounds of dynamite into the Marine Battalion landing team building, killing more than 240 Marines, soldiers, and sailors. But there were hundreds of other babies who were born during that time, babies who never got a chance to meet their fathers, like Thomasine Baynard.
His father was a great man, and he never got to meet him. Most I got to do was to send a picture and a tape of him crying to his father, so that's all he got.
Now, 25 years later, the anniversary of the Beirut bombings brings together those who did survive and their families to never forget. In Camp Lejeune, Nikki Burdine, NBC 25 News.